Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress, that's me. The Babbler, that's me, on this revolutionary rise of enterprise at this time. And so currently, guys, this is video number 6. I know, I babble like this. I can't help it. So, if you're watching, I strongly advise for you to watch each video in its numerical order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you are free to do as you please. But why wouldn't you want to get the full effect of the message you see? Of whatever it is that you receive. But if you choose not to, go back and watch from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In that kind of order, note that you will receive whatever it is that you receive from this point on. I'm just continuing my beautiful song. This will be titled, what did I say? I wrote it down in one of the other videos. There is no half-stepping evolution. Video number 6. Okay? Great. So, hermit mode. Okay, reflective mode, introspective mode, solution-based mode, surrender mode, expressive mode, isolation mode, exile mode. In order to shift in your own favor, your own universal co-creator energies that will be marinating into existence for you, your now truth. And who doesn't want to co-create with their own life, but truly aligned, having plucked out a root that we didn't realize was part of our pollute, but now we pluck it out, and in our dissection process, when you dissect something, is to understand its function. So to understand that this energetic function was already at this state of interference, of feeling when you were born. And so you just breathe it all in, eat it all up, spit it all out, 'cause that's what we're about. Without cognizance, am I saying it right? Without recognition to self that this energy was even an energy of influence. You get what I'm saying? Like, how best to confuse them than to feed them? Right, so either way, if you want to heal in this kind of way, practical in every kind of way, you can't get stuck in some kind of state. And if you do, then hermit is what you become, so that you can inner reflect the understand of these lands, so that you can overstand for yourself in that leveling of operation. To understand is to know my position on understanding. Understanding is to be, I like Dilo Pilot. I say the names wrong, and I'm so sorry. I'm just saying his articulation of just being under something. To be under something is you're not the creator of that underworld. You're not the creator of that function. You're coming under something. It's because it's over you. It's created. It's something, and you're coming under its influence. So to understand the external lens energy and your position on your stance of what is already there is powerful. Because then this can't happen. But to keep them blind is on you. By the work that you gotta put in too. And there's no half step in an evolution. hybrids. You gotta go in this hermit mode, which is self-isolation. Because it's here. And if you don't self-isolate, how big of a pandemic of a COVID warning does the little earthlings need to go inside and see what it is that you really breed, and to get to know your roots, get to know your stance and how you truly feel on these lands and what you're in denial about. So, right. So, there's stuff that needs to be decided, to be understood, understood. When you were born in this generation, love already existed. You are not the creator of love. When you were born into this generation and this perceived existence, hate already existed. You are not the creator of hate. So I'm pointing those two things out just to give an example. Know that there's so many things that exist on this plane of 3D perceived existence that has existed physically and energetically prior to your birth. So your participation in those energies that are influencing, because they are the system we are under, this construct, blueprint, activity, energy. You have participated unknowingly. But no, I didn't know that I wasn't thinking for myself. I was told this, and I was just, which goes with those that suffer from different ailments like anxiety, like too many options, can't choose, FOMO, fear of missing out on something else, not being able to decide for yourself, rejection, like, or just so many things that develop our person, human vessel, that if we were not actively, consciously participating in our own lives, we have been that fish swimming with the flow sort of thing, shells of our own existence, complying to the societal norms and family like obligations, and not going past our own conditioned perceptions to think for ourselves outside of that. I didn't participate in that. The hybrids did. So, right now, the world that they have known and trusted to be and have adhered to and have obeyed and complied and settled for in some kind of way, are battling that today. So compassion is our wave, right? It's a cup style, right? And they may be stuck on that victim mindset of, you know? Cause I'm be like this. What they don't see won't hurt them? That's because they don't understand energy. I don't need to know. I feel. And that's enough for me to know what's really real. Something's not right. Right. Master Alchemist hybrid. It's okay. It's okay. I know how you feel. But we got some energy surrounding us right now that are for real. That maybe this person is tired of this shit. And Spirit's like, no, no. No, no. Very soon. Papritas. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And what that is getting to the understanding part of the part and the position and the observation and the reflection, the introspection, and the work that maybe you need to put in by yourself for the greater good of the whole, the all. Because that's your part that you play. Because there's a whole transition period happening right now. Death cycle, and it's like, but we're being asked to be compassionate somehow for those and not to judge their sneaky ways. But also to be mindful of the empath qualities we have in every kind of way, to not get swept and persuaded to energize in this kind of way. This is our moment in time to be able to put into practice and polish our skill sets on how to be detached and effective in our roles that we play, especially when others are going through something that we have traveled through another kind of day, but we're not shunning, shaming, or leaving anyone out in the cold. Because we've been there, done that. That don't make no one whole. That creates the same cycle of shit. Forgiveness is key to so many of these things. And it's not easy, it's challenging for everyone. Master alchemists and hybrids too. Because there's a lot of things, a lot of letting go, a lot of surrendering, a lot of inner reflect. Another freaking more, so many death cycles. Didn't we just have a full moon in the scorpionic atmosphere that's still like here? And we're working at it, my dears. Okay, but we have to be very clear. The energies are supporting that too. But you have to be clear about what it is that you are rooting for. There's no half-stepping in evolution. You can't just now say, like, let's say the Master Alchemist is like, oh no, that's the way that he behaves or she behaves, and that's on them. I've been there too, and no, I'm now supposed to take a step back and stand up for myself too, set boundaries to something that in my life I've never had to do, so now I have to implement that too. Yes, you do that too. But nobody gets left out in the cold. What do you mean? That's my business, you see. If there's something, a trigger, catalyst happening here at this time, people be like, cut them off and get away and let that toxic out of your life. But there's a hybrid on your side that needs you at this time. This message may not apply to everyone. Take what resonates, let go what does not. There's something in there for everyone, especially healing vibes, no matter what's happening at this time. So, the bridge that's being formed needs some meditative thoughts, needs some lovins, fresh cup of overfloweth, some reflectors, some compassion, some leading to satisfaction, right? Letting go of these kind of actions, the work that we do. There's been some death cycles too, with judgment was here. Very clear, we go into hermit mode, my dears. So that the dissection can occur. And if you need help with your dissection, your reflection, your introspection. You want to get to the root of certain things that maybe you just cannot identify and see for yourself, because that is the kind of identification that is rather challenging to self-identify, especially if you're not holding yourself accountable in life or having someone hold you accountable for the things that you're doing right now on your journey. Like, accountability is factor and key here. It's a gift. You see, many people get defensive. Like, what do you mean you're attacking me? What about you? Chill. Chill. I get on me too. You know, these are part of the roles too, and I'm not saying that we're gonna get on each other, and I'm not saying it like that, but this is just fact. Like, you know, like, when I work with people, especially in regards to shadow work, it's sensitive, because it's not about being right. It's about healing, revealing, no longer concealing, suppressing, oppressing. And it's about aligning that. And it's challenging because most of those kind of things have emotional waters that most don't want to travel. Which is why so many have stunted their emotional growth, maturity, because they never allowed themselves to go that far in reflection, introspection. Hybrids. This is Master Alchemist here are pros. Maybe you're being triggered in some kind of way about the behavior of something, someone, or society. The people behind the scenes with this pandemic and all these kind of things have an opportunity to, you want to go into this kind of thing too, have an opportunity to clear the way for the karma that they have accumulated for themselves nowadays, because everybody got a price to pay. You know what I'm saying? So the seeds that you've sown behind the scenes, you know what I mean? And the things that you've done, this is your opportunity to give back, to make right, to do what you have to do. No matter what position and role that you play for the greater good of the whole in every kind of way, the completion of that. Because a lot of people are sad at that as fact. Even the ones that have inflicted the wounds are feeling like this too, which brings me back to the root of this feeling of energy that is revealing. If you go to the root of its creation, this energy vibration is created, the original creation, because everything that is made, its opposite to exist. So this being left out, did it come first or secondary to something else that brought this feeling into existence? Because its creation has been energetically created. There is an origin to this feeling of not being accepted, of being left out, having to battle it out, being thrown out, exiled. The root, the origin that has carried itself over spans of time, has energized and compartmentalized itself in varying ways that affect each of us in different kind of ways, no matter what realm of this earthly life you come from, what upbringing, state, city. Tax bracket. Energy is energy, it's shared all around. It's just like how they have everyone wearing a mask like a clown, saying something's virus airbound. What's a mask gonna do? Achoo! Oh, protect your sneeze? Okay, you shouldn't be sneezing publicly anyways. Nasty, cover your mouth when you sneeze. Okay, these kind of things. What's a mask gonna do if something's airbound too? You walk past it, mask or not. And Jill inhaled it. Right? Think for yourself. Judgment's here. Hear me, my dears? Everyone has a time now to go back in time to make right what they may have not once upon a time ago. You know which position you are in at this time to learn something. Everyone has something to learn at this time, and it's challenging for each and every one of us in some kind of way. But we are to be reflective, meditative, for the greater good of the whole, which is yourself. I've said this in other videos. If mama ain't right, nobody's right. Imagine a household with a dominating mother, like portrayal of a dominating mother. If mama's not happy, nobody in the house is happy. Right. Okay? So, you gotta get right. So, if there's things from once upon a time ago that might still be in your life now, so, and maybe they don't, it's not something you want to let go, then get on your no, but be honest with the things that you sow, because spirit ain't having that. If you lie, you deceive, you do something harmful to, or some kind of evil doing deed of like mistrust or seed that you're trying to breed, it's going to be cock blocked. I hope you know what I mean. Revealing and bringing it to the surface regardless. So do what is right. Make it all right. You guys can make it all right. You know why? Because you are the writer of your own life. You do what you want, technically. This is you, successful too. Like, you know, this is earthly realm too. Like, look at that in every kind of way. You have your foundations that you can create. Passion existing inside. Because you're feeling kind of alive. Maybe about somebody in your life. Because we all have those kind of catalysts emerging too. The love, bloom. A lot of people have been accustomed to just doing it on their own. Not settling. Right? Until it's right. Until it feels right. Maybe there's options now that are coming in. This is another kind of message that it wants to spin very soon. But either way, pluck down, go into your root, dive deep. Pluck it out, see what I mean? Patience. The balancing. The wisdom. The divine guidance that each of us are receiving. You can have what you want. Believe that to be true. The energies of support are surrounding you. We have a right. We have a time to make. We have decisions to make in our own unification systems that, see, options, potential, choices to make, wishes to receive, fulfill, to be had. But you gotta decide, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And if you're dilly-dallying with a sneaky way. Know that you're not making a decision. You're cowarding in every kind of way. So you got to make a decision today to make it right. Very soon you can have what it is that you want, whatever it is that you want to do. Even the things that you need to rectify or you feel shameful about in this life, and maybe you made mistakes previously before, and now you're trying to make right. Do it. You know, that's what's right. King of Cups life, where there is love on the horizon. Somebody speaking from the heart, no longer holding in what they were not choosing to share before, holding on to everything tightly, you see, choosing, letting go of the heartbreak, the fear of rejection, the hurt from before, the betrayal. Maybe even I heard choosing money over love, career over family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these decisions, this heartbreaking. It hurts. So it hurts to decide, because then something's gotta die in my life, but it's already done. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. So yeah, we shoot our wands and our arrows and we set it out into place, because we are being clear with ourselves in every kind of way. We lead with that sword of truth for ourselves, passionate. In life we raise our torch. Oh, I gotta go. Alright, yeah, and strength, because that is what we do. Ow. Ow. Yeah. So, yeah, listen. There's no half-stepping any evolution. And the hybrids are meeting spirit for the first time. Like, really? Like, karma is real, guys? Yeah, humans made it so. And so it's an energy that exists. Alright? So, very soon you can have what it is that you want. Know that it's the work that you have to put in, and you have to be accountable. You see, for everything that you are attracting to yourself, that you shall receive very soon. You know what I mean? The things that we do. My leg is asleep again. Don't fall asleep, my friends. Very soon, okay? Very soon. There's no half-stepping evolution. So remember to watch all the videos, I hope, in sequence order. Stay optimistic about your love life too. This could be the one that's for fun for someone. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Have you? Okay, in which lifetime too, please? Let's be clear with ourselves so that we can stop. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Alright, trust this. Okay, I'm gonna let this go from here. But please note that if you want to work one-on-one with me, go to enchantressthebabbler.com. All the information will be in the description box below eventually, and if it's not there when you see this or receive this, please go to another video that does have it, because it is on every other video you see. So you can gather all that information. You can check out my blog, my baby, enchantingbabble.blogspot.com. That is also on the description box below. And then if you want to follow me on Instagram, I am at Enchantress, 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 the one and only. And yeah, that's pretty much it, because we are getting on to almost 30 minutes, my friends, and this is 6 videos. So if you are tuning in and you're seeing this now, know that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos of me babbling, you know what I mean? But there's messages deep, and it'll sink, and know that every video is healing for you for free. You know what I mean? Okay, oh my god, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Gotta go.